Hello, my name is Glenn Kolka. I'm a Olkola Senior Ranger, and we had in Klein Station for 2 weeks with the Bush Blitz, and about 25 scientists. And that's good to have them guys on their country to have a look around what's on their country. So we know too, and we'll carry the knowledge what they show us and what we show them. We'll show the knowledge that will help us in the future.
So Bush Blitz is a species discovery program that's a partnership program between the Australian Government, BHP Billiton and Earthwatch Australia. So it's all about species discovery and finding and documenting new plants and animals across areas in Australia that haven't been surveyed or have high conservation value, where we work closely with the landowners to document the plants and animals and provide some really useful information that they can use down the track for land management. For this particular trip on Olkola land, we've got a diversity and mix of scientists from different disciplines. We've got botanists looking at vascular plants, looking at aquatic plants. We've got people from museums down in Brisbane, so we've got people looking at little insects. We've got them looking at butterflies, dragonflies, snails, spiders. We've also got people looking at vertebrates too, so reptiles and amphibians and frogs. We have teams that go out in the helicopter for the day, so they're able to access some really remote areas. Well, it's unlikely that scientists have been before. So we'll have teams heading out on helicopters. We'll also have teams that'll be vehicle based, so that'll drive around and try and get into some really interesting habitat looking for the new little species, plants and animals. During the day, all the teams are out and about collecting. At the end of the day, the scientists come back with all the specimens that they've collected, and we've set up a couple of field labs. So they come back and they work away at night processing, so going over the things that they've collected, trying to identify them, and if they can't identify them, actually take them back to the herbarium or the museums to work out what they are. And sometimes, yeah, we're lucky enough to find things that are new to the area. We've got scientists collecting spiders, so they'll bring back the spiders. We've got one scientist who's actually milking spiders, which is really fascinating. So he'll come back and he's collecting quite large tarantulas, and he'll milk little, very small drops of venom, which they'll take back to the lab in the museum and do further studies just to work out what qualities there are in the venom. So we've been extremely lucky to have the opportunity to come up to the Olkola land and work with the Olkola Aboriginal Corporation. For us, it's a fantastic opportunity to get into some land which is really hard to access, and be able to get in here and work with the rangers and the Olkola people to go to some really interesting areas. For some of the rangers to have the opportunity to work with some of the scientists and see what techniques they utilise, and also for the rangers to be able to, I guess, work with the scientists and assist them as they know the land and they know the country, they're comfortable with it. So there's a lot of exchange of knowledge, and I think that's one of the key components of working with the Olkola people out here and the scientists that we bring out. There's that really lovely exchange of knowledge and experience, and I think at the end of 2 weeks everyone's learnt a lot from both sides, and I think that's just a real strength of the Bush Blitz program, working with a lot of these smaller communities to exchange that knowledge and bring that all together.